throwing up doesn't help hangovers. That is because by the time you get to the hangover, all the booze has been completely metabolized in your system and you are left with nothing but harmful byproducts such as acetaldehyde. Your stomach does not hold any of these toxins. Instead, they are introduced into your bloodstream. Plus, now, there is little to no alcohol in your bloodstream since it has been metabolized into acetaldehyde. Yes, throwing up may make you feel relieved and better temporarily, but the nausea is likely to return. If you're considering forcing things down your throat to make you throw up, then that is a bad idea. That will only further get you dehydrated than you already are. Dehydration working hand in hand with toxins in your bloodstream is why you're hungover. You can drink plenty of fluids which may help speed up your bodily recovery process, but the only real cure for hangover is time. So, give it time and you'll be fine. Eventually. Does vomiting reduce alcohol? No, it won't. Only your body's normal metabolic process is able to eliminate alcohol by the time it reaches your bloodstream. Throwing up. It will prevent the alcohol in your stomach tract from being absorbed, and that will prevent your already high blood alcohol level from further increasing. So, only your kidneys and liver are the surest way of excreting alcohol if it is already in your bloodstream. The only way throwing up when drunk will help your body reduce your blood alcohol level would be vomiting before it gets into your bloodstream. That way, your body doesn't absorb it. The average gastric transit time is between 1 hour to 1.5 hours, and most of the alcohol content drunk is absorbed in the small intestine. So, if you throw up in the process of drinking, any alcohol consumed in the past 1 hour to 1.5 hours will probably have lesser absorption than it would have on you if you haven't thrown up, and will add less increase to your already increasing blood alcohol level. People who have reported feeling better after throwing up while drinking doesn't make them less drunk. It's just that the direct irritation to the stomach by the alcohol triggering them to vomit has been removed. Disclaimer: this is not a replacement for medical advice and should not be construed as such. How long would it take for blood alcohol level to significantly drop if there is no more alcohol left in the stomach to be absorbed? It depends on the individual, and there isn't really a guaranteed way to tell. A very loose generalization is that a healthy human body can process approximately 1 alcoholic beverage per hour. But this highly depends on a person's characteristics, such as drinking experience, stature, gender, genetics, body weight, age, etc. This is why a bottle of alcohol can hit different individuals differently. The only sire thing that can be said is that your body is its own personal rate of excretion of alcohol and will get rid of it at its own constant rate. Does throwing up help hangover? Throwing up after drinking alcohol but not drunk. Before you begin to self-diagnose yourself, ask, what did you throw up? Is it just liquid? Then you drank too much on an empty stomach. Veterans know better than to protect their stomachs with food, and maybe even a glass of milk to help. Wiser people drink for a greater period of time, not allowing their blood alcohol level to rise too fast and triggering the vomit response, while the smartest drinkers don't drink so much ever. The truth is you were drunker than you initially thought, though, and this is one of the traits of alcohol. It messes your mind. In a more technical sense, it makes you insane. Your grip on reality falls. Drinking is hard work. Do you really need to put yourself through that much stress for nothing? It is common knowledge that most heavy drinkers are people with temper and anger issues. Clear-minded people are also less likely to suffer from hangovers. Becoming an alcoholic is a mental problem. It's a simple way of just forgetting, but a very dangerous trap. I recommend you get to know and understand yourself better and come home to your mental and physiological traits. On the other hand, that is a lot of management. You can just say, "No, I do not drink." If that is a deal breaker for your friendships or career, get out. Have the drink of your choice at home or with colleagues, friends, or family who respect your choices. Drink your favorite because you enjoy it, not to get drunk. Drink when you decide on it, like feeling for a soda, water, a coffee, a latte, or a Coke. I hope that answers your question. Does throwing up help the spins? Yes, it does. I'm experiencing hangover, and I can't keep water down. What to do? If you're experiencing hangovers and water won't stay down, try the following. Nice warm shower. Then drink water after. Have a bottle of Coca-Cola. The sugar in it will help the crashing blood sugar, and caffeine helps too. Taking ibuprofen, 600 or 800 mg is fine, and it should help you sleep. Smell fresh lemon. Skin. It should eradicate your nausea. Eat hard-boiled eggs with plenty of hot sauce. Thank me later. Do you get drunk faster when pregnant? To be experiencing pregnancy symptoms this early is highly unlikely. The egg won't even implant till 6 po 12 edpo. FWU. Some wines have higher alcohol content than others that could have been the issue. Also, if you haven't drunk in a while, that could be the reason too. A rise in the progesterone in your body could also cause you to get drunk faster too. However, if what you are experiencing is caused by pregnancy, you should be able to turn a test positive. Good luck. What about aversion to alcohol, early pregnancy symptoms? Just take a test. If you're pregnant enough to be experiencing food aversions, then you're probably going to test positive on a test. Does puking alcohol get rid of calories? Why are you doing this to yourself? Are you looking to get drunk and not suffer the consequences? Are you looking to feed into an unhealthy weight loss idea like an anorexic person? Once you become drunk, your body has already processed many calories from your drink. So no, it isn't a great weight loss technique. But if you're just being bulimic and throwing up your undigested meals, then make it fast, as you better be throwing it up in a half hour, or else some of those calories might slip by you. How about you just eat right, exercise, stay happy, and drink only to the point where you can feel it, and even then, do it rarely. If you are drinking to get drunk or past it to where you are throwing up, then you are not doing it right. The long-term consequences of throwing up after a meal and skipping meals are both poor. So, skipping meals will make any human hungry, which typically leads to snacking and the consumption of a lot of empty calories. Throwing up after having meals damages your teeth and will make you hungry later. Unnecessary calories at social situations usually come from drinks, which can't really be vomited up after they've already made you drunk. If you've already found yourself having eaten unnecessary calories, the best thing to is admit that those calories are in the body and go back to dieting. If a diet can't handle an occasional mistake, there's something wrong with the diet, and you need to eat more at the correct times to reduce appetite. How to sober up from alcohol in 30 minutes. To sober up in 30 minutes or less, you want to first empty your stomach of alcohol via vomiting, then flushing the alcohol from the organs and bloodstream, and then rehydrate and replenish lost nutrients. In that order. Once that is complete, an energy supplement or caffeine will make you feel both sober and alert. These steps are not guaranteed to totally sober you up in 30 minutes or an hour. But if you want to stop the effects of alcohol as quickly as possible, this is what you do. Step 1. Drink 32 ounces of water. Step 2. Vomit until your stomach content is empty. Step 3. Drink another 32 ounces of water after vomiting. Otherwise, skip to Step 4. Step 4. Eat a moderately sized meal with high levels of carbohydrates, fat, and protein. Step 5. Drink an electrolyte drink, Gatorade to replenish lost electrolytes, and a caffeinated beverage like coffee. Step 7. Have some more water if you can. Step 8. Enjoy being nearly sober. Why does beer make me excrete? Alcohol is a toxin, and one way that your body reacts is by passing out waste. Alcohol is full of mycotoxins that are introduced through fermentation. Exception is vinegar. Excreting is normal, but if beer makes you excrete more frequently or immediately after drinking, then you should check if it contains glycerine, as they can work as a laxative and stimulate a desire to excrete. Some gluten-sensitive drinkers may also experience malabsorption after beer consumption and have a desire to excrete, but in that case, such symptoms would be present after consuming gluten in other forms as well. Finally, people often consume bar nuts or mixes from a common bowl along with beer, and the excreting could be due to a bug that gets in through contaminated food from a common bowl. Is beer good for constipation? Yes, unfiltered beers, wheat beers contain fiber and yeast in them, so they have the tendency to help loosen things up. You should see a doctor if your problem persists for more than 24 hours. Is wine good for constipation? Once inside your body, red wine stimulates the secretion of gastric acid. This then helps promote digestion. Every 60 to 100 grams of red wine can increase the secretion of gastric juice by 120 ml. Red wine contains sorbitol, which can help digestion and prevent constipation. Lastly, the tannin substance found in red wine can increase the contraction of muscle fibers in the intestinal muscle system and regulate the function of the colon. As a result, it has a certain effect on colitis. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if this was helpful. Remember, stay sober.